So in this week's episode, I wanted to build a pen I've never built before. I picked up the Atrax Platinum ballpoint from Exotic Blanks. Exotic is a great place to get cool stuff that maybe not everybody carries, but the reason I went for this is you can get a platinum ballpoint kit for $9.99. If you buy quantity, of course it's less, but for that kind of plating, that's a really good price. I wanted to put the kit together, see how it comes out, and show you guys what the results are. Okay, so I'm ready to assemble the Atrax. I got my two tubes here. They're all polished and ready to go. And this is a pretty straightforward assembly. There's a clip and final. There's a cap right inside the top. So that makes up the upper half. And then the bottom is kind of like a cigar. Take the coupler off of the transmission, press that in with the nib, and then when you assemble this final, you have to press this tube in, which actually goes over the transmission, and that's what activates it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that first, so it's out of the way. I'm going to use my arbor press here because it'll go nice and straight. Okay, I feel like it bottomed out fine there, so that should be ready to go. I'm going to kind of eyeball, make sure my parts go the right way I want them. And it looks like the stars are all fairly uniformed. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in. And I'm going to go ahead and press these together at the same time. I do want something on the top. So I'm going to put a bag to save the finish on the parts here. Remember, this is a platinum kit. And being acrylic, I don't want to give it too much pressure, just enough to seat everything. And that looks pretty good. Alright, and now I'll do the bottom, which will be pretty simple here. So I think this is the direction we're going. What I'm going to do is put my plastic here, line this up, and for some reason something's acting funny here. I guess it just didn't start. I'm going to go ahead and use my clamp just for a little more control with this part. And I get a lot of questions why I don't use a pen press. Whenever I can, I prefer to use this arbor press. If I can't, I use a clamp, and the reason is I just have so much more control over it than a pen press. I had a pen press once and I found that the parts tended to want to bow one way or the other, and it just didn't seem as sturdy to me, so I didn't like it, and I've never used one since. So I'll press in this transmission coupler and insert. That looks good. Put that on. It's much like a cigar. And then this transmission end just goes into that tube. And it is nice and snug. And there we have it. So this pen will remind you a lot of the Junior Gent ballpoint, but it's a much more affordable price, and from the looks of it, the finish is right there with it. Only time will tell. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, be sure and give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so. See you next week.